Paramount Skydance Corp, or PSKY, is gaining major traction online as investors dissect fresh speculation surrounding its bid to acquire Warner Bros. Discovery, or WBD. The rumor mill has kicked into overdrive after reports surface that PSKY may have submitted an enhanced or sweetened offer, signaling that the company is serious about securing the deal despite heavy industry competition. Sweetened bid and strategic motives. The idea that Skydance-Paramount would increase its offer has fueled optimism among bulls who see the combined entity as a potential content powerhouse, positioning itself to better compete with Disney, Netflix, and Amazon. Analysts are debating what a sweetened offer might include: larger cash components, broader debt assumptions, or additional guarantees for WBD's asset portfolio. Regulatory hurdles and rival pressure. A major talking point in the community is how alternative bidders, especially giants like Netflix and NFLX, could face tougher regulatory scrutiny compared to PSKY. Netflix's dominance in streaming and content distribution raises questions about antitrust complications, which may reduce its viability as a bidder and give Skydance-Paramount an edge. PSKY is seen as a more regulator-friendly option, increasing sentiment that the company could emerge as the preferred buyer. Fairness of the bidding process. Investors are locked in debates about whether the process is being handled fairly, especially with concerns about insiders, board loyalties, and controlling shareholders influencing the outcome. Some feel that WBD leadership may be inclined toward PSKY due to strategic alignment, while others believe Netflix or even unexpected private equity bidders could disrupt the flow. Deal imminence and market timing. One of the biggest themes in community chatter is whether an official announcement is close, with insiders reportedly signaling progress and analysts noting increased deal-related activity. Many traders believe the acquisition could be confirmed soon. Momentum traders are already positioning for a potential gap up if headlines drop. Implications for the industry. If PSKY secures WBD, the merger could reshape Hollywood's balance of power. It would combine deep content libraries, major IP franchises, and a multi-platform distribution pipeline, everything from Paramount and CBS to Warner Bros. And HBO. The market is debating how this would impact streaming wars, cable networks, theatrical releases, and long-term shareholder value.
Okay, so this is trend strongly bullish. The stock has been on a downtrend since the 30th of September. Okay, at various times attempting to bounce, especially of late, it's been consolidating. So yeah, it's been consolidating since the whole of November. Just unfortunately now it's now to the downside, given this news from Netflix. As a matter of fact, it was actually the whole of this week has been on, printing lower prices. Attempted to bounce on yesterday, but with this beat from Netflix, it has taken a different tone. Taking it lower, taking in the price, has now plunged below its 200-day moving average. So the extrapolation is saying that it's just going to continue to consolidate with a slightly distributed bias, at least up till the 6th of January. Okay, momentum is expected to keep decaying. Okay, going all the way towards the middle of January next year. Okay, projections are currently saying 10.5, 10.95, 8.58, 7.11. Okay, so let's see now. We have been able to gather all the data from here, from this chart. So let's see what we have on Claude. Okay, so the stock has been on a downtrend since the whole of October and November. It's just been on a downtrend. So all of its moving averages are trading at premiums to it. Okay, it's the price pressure momentums. The price pressure momentums, or the PPMs, they measure the angle of attacks of the various moving averages. So this is the 10, 21, 40, and the 200. Okay. Trend mode is from 0.25 and higher, and then maintenance mode is from 0.15 to 0.24, and then anything from 0 to 0.14 is neutral. Okay, so you can see here the 10 period moving average, everything is severely bearish. Everything is severely bearish apart from the 200 period moving average, which is pretty much flat or neutral. Okay, so okay, all short-term price pressure momentums are negative, and PPM1 showing extreme bearish pressure. Okay, the 200 period 200-day moving average holding neutral, suggesting potential long-term support convergence. Okay, market greed. Okay, this gives us a range of prices within which the stock can trade. Okay, so the stock is in between. This was from its 4-hour chart because it is active. So the stock is I think was it was pointing down, so it's between 13.21 and 13.52. So that's where it is with a direction with its direction towards 13.21. So it has a 65% probability of retesting 13.21, and then a 40% chance of rebounding to 13.52. Okay, as it concerns 13.7, it is 25%, 13.87, 15%, 14.03, 10%. As low as 12.7, 35%, but as things stand right now, maybe not. Who knows? Okay, 65% probability of it testing 13.03 and up to 12.86 support zone before any meaningful recovery attempt. Okay. Trade setups: short-term trade 3 to 7 days, mean reversion scalp. Okay. Counter trade bounce from oversold conditions. Okay, long contrarian. Zone 13 to 13.2. Okay. Entry zone support will be 12 stop loss will be 12.65, target will be 13.7, second target will be 14.03. Okay, the rationale is daily sell-off. Okay, lost 9.82 today, 9.82%. Okay, into 200-day moving average may trigger sell-off into 20. Yeah, okay, sold off. You can see that sold off into the 200-day moving average. Yeah. Sell off into the 200-day moving average may trigger short-term bounce. Okay, the extrapolation of its 3-day moving average forecasts 14.29. It suggests a potential short-term mean reversion. Okay, the 200-day moving average showing a slight positive divergence. Okay, all short-term price pressure momentums are strongly negative. This is a knife catch play. Okay, long-term trade 3 to 6 weeks. Structural breakdown. Okay. Okay, so this will be okay, short. This is for short selling. Yeah. The rationale is that prices trading at 12 to 16% below all short and intermediate moving averages with a negative price pressure momentums in trend mode. Okay. Preferred strategy: wait for capitulation near $11 before entering long positions. Okay. So this is what do we have here? It is short. Okay. Direction short or wait for capitulation. Trend continuation short. Okay. Summaries: test of 12.7 to 13.03 support zone 65%, rally above $14 15%, target of 10.95, 30 to 35 to 40% over next 3 to 6 weeks, reclaim of 40 period moving average, that is $15.87, less than 10% near term. Okay. Risk factors: binary M&A news, WBD acquisition could override technicals. Yeah. News driven spikes should be faded until price pressure momentums shift positive. Okay, so that's what's going on right now. So see what you make of PSKY stock, and I'll continue to update you. Let's see what we have, whether the volume may have continued to increase. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, it has added around roughly a million more. We are roughly getting to a million more shares so far in this post market session. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video.